Hey, what's up guys? Merc here. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little while now. Unfortunately I've been in and out of hospital over the last few months. I've had a bit of medical difficulty, which I'll save for another video. I won't go into that in this, but I've been checking out the Division 2 during this private beta window, and it's been pretty fun, yo. So I decided to get back into things with a quick video on this, and hopefully, all things going well, I'll be back to regular uploads soon. Anyway, let's get stuck into the video. Welcome to Washington, D.C. Things have gone downhill since the first Division title.
We took things for
Gone are the picturesque Christmas light-lit streets of New York City in the winter. The snow has melted and the rot set in. The world is lush and green, but dilapidated. All sense of normalcy seems gone. Society...
We live in a society.
has gone to hell in a handbasket. And it's immediately clear that the green poison has found its way out of Manhattan in the 7 months since the incident. Heavily armed gangs roam what used to be Washington, D.C. Some of them hooked on a new drug called spice, which sends them into a violent rage. The colourful, cheery Christmas decorations of December have started to wear, and look creepy and out of place amongst the overgrowth in the July sunshine. Scattered survivors have started forming settlements, small bastions of safety to protect the remaining civilians from the disarray outside the walls. Whatever's left of your government has summoned all division agents back to DC in a last-ditch attempt to keep the nation's capital intact as the rest of the country falls apart. You're the new sheriff in town, here to restore some order to the new Wild West.
This is you. Welcome to DC. I'm Manny. I run comms. I'm guessing the division alert brought you here? Damn glad to see you. Let me show you exactly how screwed we are.
Have I got a little too hooked on the setting here? I'm a big fan of the aesthetic and world presented in the Division 2. I must have played the first game for around 200 hours and enjoyed mostly every minute of it. Cleared the story, all the incursions, spent hours and hours in the dark zone, and many rounds of the survival mode, which was Division's answer to the Battle Royale trend. Sometimes I'd just wander around New York City checking out the sights and getting into fights. And that's where I found myself in this beta. I spent at least a few hours just exploring this new world too, roaming side streets and flooded malls, shooting bandits, looting, dying to grenade launchers. The world feels new, but familiar. You can tell you're playing a Division game, so for those of you who loved the first like I did, this will be a warm welcome back. So, what's new in the new world? The new base of operations is the White House itself, although it has definitely seen better days. The combat feels similar, in a good way, to the first game. I was able to jump into things pretty much straight away since the control scheme and cover system is virtually the same, but with some improvements. There's a whole lot of weapon variety, which is something I enjoyed from the first game. If you like kitting out guns and killing bad guys with them, this is a great game for it. Enemies felt slightly less like bullet sponges than they did previously, PvP included, which makes the combat feel a lot more exciting, even at low levels. In the 7 months since the outbreak, the Division managed to discover that armor stops bullets, and you now throw on new armor plates instead of patching yourself up with a medkit when damaged. There's a whole lot of new gadgets to help you dispatch those pesky bandits.
The city's become a playground for murderous fuckheads.
Including the chem launcher and hive system, which I probably should have done some research into, but I'm keen to try it out in the full game because they weren't available on the beta. I did get a chance to try the assault drone, the one that drops bombs, but it was a little clunky at times for my liking. Additionally, after reaching level 30, Division agents now have access to signature weapons, which was not in the last game, all based on their specialization, so you can get a 50 cal sniper for the sharpshooter, a multi-shot nade launcher for the demolitionist, and a crossbow for the survivalist. Crossbow may or may not come with explosive bolts. armor falls off enemies more realistically now. If you put sustained fire into one particular piece of an elite enemy's armor, the plate will be destroyed and he'll start taking damage to his health when you shoot him in the new weak spot, despite the rest of his armor being intact. The reworked side quests are actually interesting and lead you to some cool locations and scenarios. Stole the Declaration of Independence, Nicolas Cage would be proud. There's settlements of survivors that need your help around the city, offering various rewards for your character as well as some visual changes to the settlement when certain goals are met. It's a little bit grindy collecting the materials for that, but it probably gets easier once you know where the specific materials are likely to spawn, etc. Seems like a lot of the things we know and love from the first game are returning for the second, including a reworked skirmish mode and dark zones for those of you like me who need that PvP fix. The private beta also gave us a brief glimpse at some of the endgame content via a teaser trailer and a level 30 mission. Definitely interested to find out where all of these heavily armed baddies and advanced mechs are coming from in the middle of a low-key apocalypse. The graphics looked absolutely slick on ultra high, but my computer started to chug and panic, so I had to run things on high for the recording. Still looked pretty good though. I did get quite a few crashes and disconnects while playing the beta, but given that there's still a month till the Division 2 launches, I'm pretty confident they'll iron out the performance issues. Overall, I greatly enjoyed being back in the Division. New bosses to shoot, loot to find, story to discover. Pretty keen to see how this all turns out, so bring on March 15. Actually, just remembered I still have some patches to grind out in the original game before this one comes out, so there's something for me to do for the next week. Don't forget to drop a quick click on that like button as it helps new people find my channel and lets me know you appreciate the content. And feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. More content on the way. Till next video, this is Merc Out. Cheers.